You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hello, beauties. So here we are at June 2016, and there's two things that I want to talk about that are the understories, the macro cycle storylines that are affecting all of us at this time. The first, as always, I'm going to tune into the Sabian symbol that's keyed in at the 14-degree Gemini new moon. So let's talk about that first. The symbol is two Dutch children talking to each other, exchanging their knowledge. Now, this is about connecting, it's about communicating, it's about creativity. But I would say beyond that, there's another story here, which is that these are two Dutch children. So we're talking about two individuals that speak a very distinct language, and they resonate with one another. They understand each other. So what this month, what the understory is, the macro cycle symbol for all of us on a collective level is speaking to this month of June, from this June 4th to the July 4th Gemini new moon cycle. This is about aligning to a new point, catalyzing ourselves at a new place of inner resonance. And then I think post-June, and possibly even within the month of June, we are going to be at a new vibratory alignment, and that will enable us to emit the frequency that is going to attract us to our tribe. Many people, many clients have been searching for their like-minded, like-hearted tribe forever now. It's been years for some people. And this is very good news, I think, for us. I think the fact that this is talking about speaking a very distinct language and communicating that language with each other is talking about energies are at play to align us to a point of inner truth so that we can, in fact, recognize those other members of our quote-unquote tribe. So this is good. The other thing that I'm literally just going to touch on, because there's so much to talk about, is the mutable grand cross. We also have a grand trine that's activated. At the point of both of those is Jupiter. And the North Node is not too far off. It's only a few degrees off. So Jupiter, which is at 14 degrees Virgo, is at the point of both the Grand Cross and Grand Trine. So it's interesting that, because this is talking about expansion into health, into healing, into wholeness. And there's more to say there too. But there's no accident why Jupiter is playing such a key role in these two magnificent and very intense, especially the Grand Mutable Cross. The mutable cross of Jupiter in Virgo and Neptune in Pisces, along with Saturn in Sag and the Sun, the Moon, and Venus, all in Gemini. This is major inner tension, major reworking that's going on. And this is after so many of us have been through so much already. So there is an increased honing of our tuning fork body-mind system that's activated right now, okay? So, and of course it's a mutable grand cross. So all of those signs that I just mentioned are mutable signs. They're changing signs. They're adaptable signs. So what does that say? This is about us becoming adaptable. This whole chapter is about us letting go, breaking free of the binds that are false and unsustainable, and aligning with, going with the flow with the changes, the openings, the advancement, the growth edges that are calling. If you want to know how this mutable grand cross is affecting you distinctly, I have an offer on for me to create a personalized video for you, tapping into your distinct soul print and what this month, because it's the entire month of June where we're activated, is birthing in you. So I invite you to click on the link below if you'd like to order that and connect with me. Okay, so let's move on. Hi everyone, welcome to your June 2016 Alchemy Scope. So let me explain what's here and what's going to happen today. So I have not been well physically, and this session today is going to be quick, down, and dirty. We're going to just do a card spread. But the reason why I wanted to show you the Himalayan sea salt and the pebbles here and the Buddha board in the background, but mostly the rocks and the salt, is that the intention for the scopes for June was to be half the board, half the divination table be this creation, be an artistic channeling, but instead of pencil to paper, to be with the rocks and the stones and the salt, and a spread. But today it's just going to be a spread. So this is going to come. This is definitely going to come in a future scope, probably July. I'm definitely going to do the channeled art drawing scopes as well. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside while we get prepared. And in the meantime, let's get the Buddha board going. And this is so fabulous. I found this recently at an art store. So today, this is going to be June 2016. And as you all probably know by now, this is a grand square month. So this is going to be powerful. A lot of internal work, internal processing, a lot of compression and alignment that's going on. Internal frictions in order to align you with the essence self that is calling to come, your truth in all ways, total integrity. So let's get started. Aries, welcome. So let's go ahead and get started on your spread. So I want to let you know something. As I was shuffling, and I'm going to continue to shuffle here, but I always start the shuffle before I start filming. You had the Higher Forces card pop out twice. And I'm mentioning it here because it's popped out when I've been shuffling for other signs as well, namely Leo. But there might have been even another sign that it popped out. The Higher Forces card is referring to a powerful time. And indeed, June is yet another very powerful portal of elevated maturation that's playing out. So I think this is coming already. So Aries, what we're doing is we're tuning in. And again, I did a long shuffle before rolling the camera. What we're doing, Aries, is we're tuning into what event, circumstance, or situation is likely to unfold for the Aries demographic. So we all are evolving. Humanity is evolving. And within the humanity's whole, there are these different holons of demographic. You are one. So what is it that's the primary, general, evolutionary, storied trajectory over the course of this Gemini new moon cycle for Aries? Let's see what's going on. And I'll lift these up as I usually do. So for those who have tuned in before, this is my Siri deck. This is my personal deck that I use for myself. And as I said at the intro, I'm definitely going to be continuing with the channeled artwork, and it's going to be expanding. So there's going to be components of both cards and channeled art in the coming months, which is exciting. All right, so this is kind of an interesting reading. I'm going to take a look here. The stop card is coming up. So there's something, Aries, and their elimination card is coming up. Okay, let me take a look. This is the deal. Let me start with the spiritual sector, okay? So communications is kind of going to be a main spiritual foundational theme for you over the course of June. So from this Gemini June 4th new moon cycle until the Cancer new moon cycle, which I think, I should have checked, but I think it's July 3rd. Communication, your communication with other people, and the interrelationship dynamic that you have with communications is going to be a topic that's at hand for you. And it's interesting because it has to do with your beliefs and your spirituality. So for example, it could be that your communications with regards to your beliefs and spirituality is going to be this horizontal topic that's going to be laid out for the month. So beliefs and spirituality, how do you communicate that? You know, is it with networks of friends? Is it with work? How is it that you communicate that? Because this is the deal. Because the center card here is stop and soon. What this is talking about is that you might in June, as this mutable grand cross is marinating you and catalyzing you, and it's, you know, vibrating you into alignment, that you're going to be considering stopping soon, stopping imminently, some communications that you do with regards to your beliefs and your spirituality. So what does that mean? Let's take a look at the rest of the spread. So it has to do with a creative project. It has to do with a creative project for a lot of you. And it's almost like you're not worried about leaving it. You're not worried about letting it go. This is very interesting, okay? So it's like you've been working on this creative project, and maybe this creative project has been a communication tool where you've been sharing your beliefs, you've been sharing your spirituality in one way or another. Well, in June, you might be at a place of, you know what, it doesn't really matter so much. And you might take a break. Now, again, we're just tuning into June right now, like the June 4th to July 3rd time frame. So for this Gemini new moon and during this very powerful mutable grand cross, indeed, for now, you might want to take a break from your creative project and, yeah, take a break is what I'm seeing. And you might be contemplating, you know, ending what you've been doing. But for now, you might be taking a break. And a lot of people are going through a lot. There's a lot of insanity that is starting to break. Psyches are breaking and insanity is starting to break through. So, I mean, I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I've seen it left and right throughout the month of May. So people are going crazy, okay? And you might need to take a break, all right? So your thoughts are going to be with regards to this time frame. So over the course of this portal, this chapter, you're going to be thinking about improving or how to improve your joy, your happiness, your delight, you know? And look at this, your connections as well. This is a group of friends from my days in the UK. So indeed, you might be thinking, you know what, at this time, I'm thinking about improving my joy and my connections. And my creative project needs to take a break because something isn't jiving. And that is, you know, that is the deal with this whole month of June for all of us, that we are going through a space of realignment as we move through this caterpillar stage into the butterfly. And indeed, that is indeed happening for you too, dear Aries. So all is well. It literally just is part of the cycle. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a bit of humor. Relax, enjoy life, connect with your breath, connect with nature. Okay? So let's put something up here for you. Let's put a little flower here for you. I feel so badly. I had these beautiful Astromeria, and they weren't in the frame for the other videos that I had done. So only a few of you are getting the flowers in the frame. Okay, gorgeouses. So there's a little flower for you. So let's pull up, what is it? What quality is asking to be matured through you during this cycle of June, the Gemini new moon cycle? Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to show this to you. I just showed this to Leo. Virtually every single, the majority of all of the archetype cards that I've been pulling for the signs during this month of June, there are only literally like 3 or 4 of these cards in this deck. These are the blank cards. We add our own archetype to it. This has come up at the bottom of the deck 7 out of 12 times, something like that. So this is a big deal because everyone, what this means is potentiality. What this means is you can create anything you want. There's no accident why this card keeps coming up at the bottom. Absolutely none. Very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. Look at this. I love this. This is great for you, Aries. So you're getting the Lover card. This is the quality that's asking to be matured through you over the course of this June 4th to July 3rd time frame. The shadow attributes: obsessive passion that harms others or self-destructive devotion. Moving into, wanting to evolve into great passion and devotion. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Now, the reason why this is so gorgeous for you and so perfect for you is because you are doing that. So with the base of this reading, you are taking it easy. You want to eliminate anything that needs to be eliminated during the now so that you can tune in to what you want to create with regards to joy and connection. So again, some of you might be taking a break that you maybe didn't expect. You might have been working with a creative project for a while, and you might be saying, you know what, I need to stop now. Like, I need to take a break because there's something else. There's an unbridled passion that is being identified for you in June. Okay? And it's asking for you to see it, for you to hear it. Wow, Aries, that's quite something. So let's move on and see what else we have for you. Hi, everyone. Your I Ching micro story, a general energetic theme that's playing out for your particular sign, is listed on the card that you're reading now, as is your optimal goddess embodiment, the Dakini embodiment. Who are you to become to ride this June wave optimally? In order to save time this month, I'm just recording this once. And if you'd like, for those interested, because not everybody is, you are free to visit my website and go to the online library where you can find the information for both your I Ching and your Dakini for the month of June 2016. Have a great month. Bye-bye.